Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have seen about the map method and filter method, how it is implemented and their use cases. If you have missed that video, I will give the link in the description, also in the icon. Please go and watch it before this watching this video. So this video is about the reduce method, how it is implemented, what is reduce method, and what are the use cases of this particular reduce method. So basically, this reduce method is applied on an array of numbers or an array of objects, and it returns a single value after reducing the entire array. And so basically, it has the two parameters. One is the callback function, and one is the initial value. And this callback function has again two parameters. One is the accumulator and the current value. Let us see the use case, why it is implemented and what is the use case of it. So let's take an example. Let's have the question like function to return the sum of the numbers in an array. Okay, we need to return the sum of the numbers in a given array. Let's say we'll create an array 1 2 3 4 5. So normally how we implement this particular function, let's say in normal sum, we'll take the array and then here let's take it as sum as 0, and then we'll loop through each element in an array, right? And then we'll add it to the sum array of array. And at last we'll return the sum, right? And let us see what is the result of this normal sum of this particular array. Okay, okay, 15. Yeah, this is how we implement normally for the to get the sum of the numbers in the particular array. We can do this using the reduce also. Let's see how we can implement using reduce, right? Okay, so we already have an array dot reduce. Okay, reduce. So basically it returns a single value. Let's store it in some result or result sum, right? That we know it will return a single value. So what we do it with the reduce, let's go to this. So we have the callback function and then initial value. Let's say initial value be 0. Okay, and we have some kind of callback function here that we know according to, right, callback function. And here in this callback function we'll having accumulator and the current. Okay, let's take that accumulator and then current, right? So basically now what we'll do is we'll just to get the sum of the array, sum of the numbers in an array, let's let's just add it to the current value. Okay, so this is how we implement the reduce function. So if you have confused, don't worry, I will explain in little bit more explainable way. Okay, we are getting the 15. Okay, let's using reduce. Okay, I'll get the 15 as answer. Okay, here why we have taken like this. Okay, let's take it as simply what is going on inside this, what is happening. Okay, so basically current value will go iterate through each element in an array. Okay, and this accumulate is nothing but it takes the initial value and it add it up to this current value what is iterating through the elements. Okay, now to understand that better, let's just console log what is happening in accumulator. And also let's console dot log what is happening in the current value, right? And okay, at last we need to return the accumulator. Okay, okay, now let's try to run and see what is happening. So basically accumulator is 0. So basically accumulator is taking the initial value initially, and then current value will go through each element in array. So first element is 1, that is the current value. Second element is 2, that is the current value. Third element is 3, that is the current value. And this accumulator depends on the functionality what we have used. So here we have used accumulator. Okay, let's try to better understand it by seeing that. Okay, now initially this is 0 and current value is 1, so it will add it to 1 and it will give to the accumulator. So that is what we are seeing. So initially it is 1, and then we have the second value as 2, that we are adding to the previous accumulator, that is 1. So totally 3, that is what we are getting, and that's how we get the last accumulator, and that's how we get the answer is 15. Okay, what is the importance of this initial value? Why it is all, is it to be always 0? No, we can change. Let's say we need the sum of numbers, initially it should be 5, so it will initially take the accumulator as 5 and then do the process. We'll see, we'll just run it and see. So you'll see that, right? Initial value it take the accumulator as 5, and current value again it iterate through the array elements in an array, the current value, and it will add it to the accumulator. That's how we'll get the accumulator. This is how we implement the reduce method, and difference between the how we implement in normal way, how we implement in the reduce method way, right? And okay, now it is simple only because we taken only simple array of numbers. Okay, what happens if we take array of objects? It is kind of complicated, right? So so normally in the real world scenario we'll get the JSON objects, right? That JSON object is also nothing but the array of objects, and how we can implement the reduce method in the JSON objects, right? That we'll see. Okay, now currently we have some data, so basically we need to write a function that takes an array of objects. Okay, this is an array of objects and returns the object having age greater than 30. Okay, greater than 30. Okay, returns the object. So let's returns the object. Okay, we can do it directly by the filter method, but let's make it much more cleaner way. I don't want to return the just the object. I want to return the name of only the name, not the entire object. Only the name. Only these names I need to return. The age is greater than 30. Okay. Let's see. Before using the reduce, let's see how we implement using filter function and the map method, right? Okay. Now see map and then filter function, right? Okay. How we'll implement that? We have the people. First I will filter out the person and person dot age should be greater than 30. Okay, it will give the entire object, but I need the only the name. But let's see what is happening in the console. Okay, now I have the entire object, but I need only the name, only these names. I don't want the entire object. So for that, what I'll do is I'll just chain it to the map. Chain it to the map like this. Map. Okay. Here also I will just take out the names. I don't want the entire also, but I want the names, just the names. Right? This is nothing but the chaining. You chain with the different methods, right? Multiple methods. Okay, now I got the only names, right? That is what we expected, right? This is how we use a filter and map. Now we'll do the same question use the reduce method. We can do using the reduce method also. Okay, let's see how we can use that reduce method. Okay, we have this data already. Okay, we have the people, and then we are using that reduce. Okay, so far so good. Let's also given the result reduce function, right? Because it didn't say a single value. Let's store in the that particular variable, right? And then console the result reduce function. Okay, now what we'll do in the reduce. Okay, let's initially take empty array because we need the that name in a particular array, right? So we'll take the empty array. Now what we'll do is we'll before previously have implemented this accumulator and current, right? We'll take the same thing. Okay, now in this what we'll do is we'll return this accumulator that we need to do. And then so if current dot age is greater than 30, because that is the question, right? What, and we need to get the age greater and name of the person whose age is greater than 30. Okay, so current is nothing but this entire object, and then there I'm taking the dot age. We have a condition like greater than 30, and what I'll do is I'll just do the accumulator. So accumulator is nothing but this array. I'll just push to that array. What are this push to that array? Yeah, that's it. How we can use the reduce. That's it will give our what are the names, and it will give the same thing. Okay, let's just see the difference. Try to run it. Of reduce. Okay, see result of reduce. It is the same thing, right? Right. I hope you understand what is this accumulator on the current value and how it is getting implemented. So we have seen the implemented using in array of objects and also in normal array, and what's the difference in that. If you have any information about the reduce method, we have a article on these methods, on different methods, and also how it is um, implemented, and also have theory on it. I will give the link in the description. Please check out. And yeah, thanks. Bye.